Sairam everyone, my humble pranams to the lotus feet of Swami, and today I'm here to share my personal connection with Prasanthi Nilayam and Bhagwan. Though physically anchored in the Prasanthi Nilayam, Bhagwan has his unique ways to gently tug at the heartstrings and pull the wayward birds to his divine abode. I'm one of such bird who was totally oblivious to his divine form and name. I was raised in southern part of India in a family that worshipped Tirupati Venkateshwara as our family deity. As my own spiritual faith developed, I found myself drawn very much to Shirdi Sai, and I experienced, truly divine, deeper emotional moments whenever I went to Shirdi and Tirupati because of my association. But little did I know that my life was going to take a very interesting turn once I got married. My husband Bhaskar is a Satyasai alumnus, and he often shared his many experiences with Bhagwan during his student days, which are the stories filled with a lot of love and reverence. And yet, I continued to hold on firmly to my own understanding of God. At home, we had an altar, small altar, in which we had both, the images of Shirdi Sai and Satya Sai Baba as well. And I used to innocently tell my husband that my Baba and your Baba are sharing the altar. Little did I know what was coming out, and but anyway, gradually, Bhaskar introduced me to the Brindavan campus where he studied and the Whitefield Hospital in Bangalore. We lived in Bangalore at that time. Then I began participating in this medical camps, bhajans, the seva activities. All the while, I was involved, though I was involved in these sacred service activities and the, divine activities. Somehow my faith was still anchored to very much strongly towards Shirdi Baba, which is my Baba according to my perception. Then over the years, however, I was very blessed with Bhagwan's darshans, and I had a lot of opportunities to be able to, listen to his divine discourses, both in Parthi and also, I think, once or twice in the Vrindavan as well. Initially, the experience was very peaceful. Slowly, they have transformed into something much deeper. I began to feel this profound bliss during the Suprabhatam, Vedam chantings, Nagar Sankirtans, bhajans, and of course, darshans during our various visits to Prashanti. Um, of course, we were very fortunate to always stay inside the ashram, thanks to Bhaskar being the alumnus. The atmosphere, the ashram atmosphere is so peaceful, so blissful, so jovial, all the time happy. Um, I mean, it was an incredible experience. Every day, every minute, it was such a blissful time. Um, I cannot particularly pinpoint to any one single moment of how my transformation happened. It just unfolded gradually, I suppose, almost without my knowledge. Then later we moved to Australia, where Bhagwan had bigger plans for us. We were not knowing then, but once we went to Australia, we had countless opportunities to serve him and, reform ourselves through the center activities, service activities, and many more associations in the Satsai organization back in Australia. Our annual visits always used to be there to India, and Parthi, Shirdi, and Tirupati were always part of that annual India visits. So, on one such visit, um, I was in the darshan hall on the ladies' side, waiting for the darshan Swami session. And that day, I could secure a spot very close to the path where Swami's chair is being wheeled in. Um, that was the closest darshan I ever had of his physical form of all the years that have been to Prashanti, and it was incredible. I can even now I have the goosebumps when I even think of that particular darshan. The vibrations were intense. I had this tears rolling out of my eyes profusely. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to stop. Um, there's no, I, there's no reason to stop. Those are real happy tears, and the vibrations that I felt. My whole body was shaking. It was a moment of awakening for me. Um, Instinctively, I folded my hands, and because I was actually seeing the Shirdi Sai in front of me, my Bhagwan suddenly appeared in front of me, and I was like, Bhagwan, I don't have to come to Shirdi anymore to see you. You are here, right here, in front of me. My, my entire body trembled, and I was like, this is the place to be. This is where my darshans are now onwards. And I I was totally in bliss for the couple of days that we stayed in Prashanti, and the trip came to an end. We were supposed to go to Tirupati and then to Shirdi after the Prashanti trip. Those were the next legs of our journey in that trip. So we went to Tirupati as usual, but I felt so severely sick there that I could not go to Tirupati darshan. And because of my illness, I somehow I made my way back to home rather than go to Shirdi. I had to cancel my trip. The rest of the family had to go, but I came back home. That way, I missed both the Tirupati and Shirdi darshans. But still, I think that is one's subtle and gentle way to reaffirm my faith and grant me that kind of darshan experience which I usually have in the Tirupati shrine and the Samadhi darshan of Shirdi Sai. It took many years for me to even think of Shirdi or Tirupati after this particular darshan I had in Patti. Never felt like I'm missing out on something. Never felt like I have to go somewhere else to seek that divine bliss. It was always Prashanti thereafter. That only happened, I now realize, looking back, Bhagwan waited very patiently for me come back and realize him beyond his form and his name, because forms and names are attributed by the humans to the God. It is God is omnipresent everywhere, but I did not know that. I did not realize that till then. So Bhagwan gave me time. All those years, Bhagwan waited very patiently, like a mother, like a parent. He gave me time to realize that he is beyond the name and form. Thereafter, my personal experiences in Prashanti, there was absolute stillness, perfect bliss, profound peace is what I have experienced there, and an empty mind. True to its name, Prashanti is a abode of supreme peace. Of course, I can go on endlessly talking about experiences of Prashanti, but this one particular experience is what made Prashanti so special to me and also firmly anchored my faith towards Bhagwan. And I really thank Bhagwan with my deepest inner heart for giving me such an opportunity to shed light on this kind of experience and be able to share it with everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sairam.